In this tutorial, we're going to see how to design a survey on Qualtrics. So we are going to go to projects once we log in, and then go to create project. And then here we have some samples that we can use in case we want to start, or we can start from scratch. So this is a catalog. So here I will go to from scratch and then survey and get started. Here I will give a descriptive title to the survey. Let's say Likert scale. Okay, so we have options here to create a blank survey project or import QSF file, which is vast in case you have the code in text, copy survey from an existing project, or use a survey from your library. So here we can benefit from the templates that are already in the library. So here I will just create a blank survey project, create project. So I have with this pre-populated default question here that I can start with, or I can delete and start from scratch. So here I will add new question or import from library and look for example, consent forms. Informed consent, this one. And here I will insert this question. I can customize it. Then I will move to the blocks. So blocks appear as pages on Qualtrics for the respondents who can fill the survey without needing to register or have a Qualtrics account, of course. So we'll add a block. This means it's a new page. And then add new question. And here I have different formats of questions: multiple choice questions, text entry questions, text/graphic, matrix table, form field, slider, rank order, side by side, etc. So you could have other options for the subscribed version. So here I will choose multiple choice question, and here I will put gender, for example, and put male, female, and I will have the options already populated into the responses. Here I can also see the options that I can make on the multiple choice question, like reverse order, show first and last, the format list, drop down or select box. Then add requirements, whether this question will need to be answered before the respondents could move or not. So it's recommended to click add requirements and request response. So meaning that the respondents will have a warning message in case they skip this question. Forced response means that they will not be able to move to the other section unless they complete this question. Then we have display logic in case you want to, for example, take a question and see if you select, for example, male, they will answer another question. Is selected or is not selected? For example, they will have to go to another section that is specialized for male, or some logics like this, or end of survey, etc. So here I will just close. So then we have skip logic. This is the same like end survey. If a male is selected, click confirm. So this falls within skip logic. Usually we can apply it in the consent form here. I consent or I don't consent to participate. Here you could do skip logic. And then if do not consent is selected, end of survey. Here I will just add a new question. I can still import from library in case I want to use some predefined formats. So I will continue with the multiple choice or matrix table this time. And here I can have, for example, different Likert scale statements. And here the respondents can be like either disagreeing, neutral, or agreeing, for example. This is 3.4 Likert scale, and here I will put the Likert scale items. And of course I can add options here. So matrix type, this is a Likert. We have bipolar, we have rank order, we have constant sum, we have text entry, etc. So the allowing answer either multiple answers, drop down list, or drag and drop. And statements, here I can add statements as I wish or remove statements. Here I have some suggested answers or options like disagree, strongly disagree to strongly agree. This is a 7-point Likert scale. Here you can see some formats like mobile friendly, transport stable, etc. So you can have many options. The more options you choose, the more other options unlock in the process. So we can preview the survey anytime to see how it looks on the laptop and also on the phone. Can click next here, and here I can move. I can also activate the back button here. So what I can do, can go to survey flow, look and feel. Here, in case I want to change the logo or add the logo of the university or the organization, etc., the background, etc., the color, the style, the motion, etc. Here I can verify the survey options like the display name, the description that will appear in the social media in case it's shared online, the language, the expert review, etc. The responses, here I can activate the back button. So it was off, now it's on. We have security, post survey, etc. So there are many options that are available. So once we do preview now, we can actually see this, like the back button is activated. So these are some of the options that we have. After finishing the survey, we can share the survey by going to distributions and then finding an anonymous link. Like here, I intend to share it on social media. Go to anonymous link here, and I can copy and share this link. So after getting the data, we usually go to data analysis, and here export and import. Export, and here we can export the data in different formats, including SPSS, Excel, CSV file, etc. We can also see the results. Once the responses are recorded, the results will show here. This is in brief how we can use Qualtrics for survey. If you have questions or remarks, do not hesitate to post them below. See you soon. Bye for now.